I'm Justin, and I play Zediac on the Sleight of Hand podcast. Welcome to episode 12, Gargoyles Rebooted. We pick up after we took out some mummies and a hag, and the party finds themselves transported from one fight to the next.
How's it going, guys?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Feeling good.
You hear that?
Guess what, audience? We all have our own mics now.
Extra crispy tonight.
We sound crispy.
We hope you enjoy it.
I got a lot of content to dive in, so we're not going to goof off too long. But before we dive into some content, I want to just say thank you to Deco for joining the team.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
And the artwork that he is putting out for our podcast. We are so excited to have him on board. And please follow our social medias and keep on that. Weekly, we'll be posting character art, and we'll be doing bios of the members of our podcast, so that way you can get to know us a little bit more. And we always encourage you to leave messages, comments, send us emails. We love feedback as long as it's constructive. So,
if you want to check out his artwork, you can go to onebluewolf, that's one word, .artstation.com. That's onebluewolf.artstation.com. You can go to his Instagram at onebluewolf. Again, that's the number one blue color wolf _ AD ad. onebluewolf _ ad. Thank you, Deco, and we love you.
yes. Go commission him for artwork. We know that you're going to want your characters drawn out too. So please do that if you're a fellow tabletop player. Well, anything exciting that happened this week before I start digging in deep?
Christopher Robbins and his wife missed a flight, and that was a fun adventure as we were scrambling to get to a wedding on time down in Arizona. But everything did sort itself out. Gotta love Southwest.
TSA all day, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out. What's up?
But you don't have to pay to check your bags. So
Oh, yeah. No, Southwest was not the problem.
It was Christopher not throwing away his toothpaste.
It was just, I like my clean teeth.
I
like to make an announcement. In the end of August, beginning of September weekend, I will be down in San Jose at Crunchyroll Expo. So if you are a listener down there, come if you see me, stop by, say hi. I can get talk about D&D and probably anime because we'll be at the convention together. But looking forward to anyone who comes up to me and goes, "Hey, aren't you Derek?" I'm like, "Who?"
Yeah.
Just run around the convention center yelling, "Derek, I want to talk about your podcast."
Yeah. I play Estella.
Yes. So, it's party time. I got some good memory lane action here, and then we'll do a recap because we left in the middle of combat. But I think this is a little bit juicier. In the northeast of Atlantisork in Lavertil, a merry party erupts once a year to celebrate harvest. A hosted event put on by the Shadecrest family. The grand hall of the keep is filled with singing bards and entertainers. For the upper class and noble men and women in Lavertil, this is the night of all nights. People dress to the brim in their most expensive clothing. More food and wine than you could ever imagine. Pigs lining the tables with an apple in their jaws and veggies surrounding the silver and gold platters. You see an old man toward the back of the main table, abruptly grabbing a younger girl and pulling her into the back hallway chamber. In the room, the man speaks with disappointment. "Claire, what kind of daughter are you to me? One who would sleep with a slimy sailor boy who works for the Lavertils?" The girl replies to her father, "You don't understand. I love Reed, and he says he loves me." The father chuckles for a second. "The sailor only loves your young body, and that's all you will ever be, a harlot." Claire begins to sob and turns to leave, but as she turns to, the guards are at the door waiting. The father signals them and says, "Take her to the brothel where she belongs, and if I ever see you again in the royal halls, I'll have you killed. You are no daughter of mine." Claire was thrown into the brothel by the docks, Reed soon hears of this and goes looking for her. A great sigh of relief overcomes him when he lays his eyes on her again. Claire, my love, I thought you were dead. My captain isn't happy with me either, and I've come to say goodbye. This is my last night in port before we leave at sunrise. Claire, already feeling a brokenness in her heart, understands this is a goodbye. One last time, Reed, and starts to slowly undress. The next morning comes, and when Claire wakes, Reed is gone. Fast forward 2 years. Claire becomes a more known lady of the night in Lavertil. With this and the profession she's been forced into, she becomes ill. A gentleman comes in and asks for Claire. The house mother says, yes, upstairs to the right. The washed-up sailor goes up the stairs to knock on the door and hears horrible coughing. After a pause, he knocks and she says, come in. Claire, confused, asks, who are you? I must apologize. I'm not as young, pretty, or healthy as I once was. The man replies, I'm not here for your services, ma'am. I'm here to let you know some unfortunate news. My name is Glenn. My brother Reed is no longer with us. We were attacked at sea and he went overboard. Claire's heart drops and she begins sobbing. I'm really sorry, ma'am. Claire, looking up at Glenn, says, he's not gone. Glenn, confused, what do you mean? He left 2 years ago, and about 15 months ago I bore a child. I know. I named him Cree. I don't want him to take my family's name. He is no Shadecrest. What was your family's name? Glenn replies. Bennett. Bennett is our family name, although sailors don't usually use their family names. I'm sure if he's anything like his father, he will make a name for himself. Claire, trying to wipe away her tears, says one last thing to Glenn. Please take him with you. Fast forward 38 years. A sailor at port by the name of Cree of the Redmire Bay in Lavertil. The same party roaring in the keep and all the noble men and women drinking and being merry. Cree quickly finds some old sailor friends and crashing the same tavern and brothel his mother once lived, without a single memory of being born here, drowning himself in women and ale. Those people partying, though, in the infamous Shadecrest family party, hosted for the Lavertils, you see an Adam Von Allister, Carlisle Shadecrest VIII, sitting and laughing with two beautiful women by his side, and servants catering him with drink and food, bards and entertainers singing and dancing for the Lavertils. Greetings to all you lovely men and women here in this great hall. I have a magic trick to show you, the jester says enthusiastically. The crowd starts to roar, and the jester points to Adam. You will be my assistant. Adam, quickly hesitant, starts to signal no to the jester. The girls giggling on his arm say, do it, Adam, do it. Don't be such a chicken. If you do it, we will show you a trick later, as they giggle some more. Adam, not wanting to look weak, says, okay, I'll do it, and walks out to the center of the room. The jester starts juggling and begins talking loudly. Adam, I need you to help me juggle, and starts handing him a bunch of potatoes. Adam, hands full and a little drunk, starts kind of wobbling. The jester says, now watch it disappear, and pulls out a dagger and cuts the belt loop of Adam's trousers, pantsing him. Adam quickly drops all the potatoes, grabbing at his bottoms to pull them up quickly. As he gets them back to his waist, he looks around, and everyone is now pointing and laughing at Adam. The room begins to be silent, a deafening silence. You see him quickly run to his chair to grab a sword and find the jester, but the dance hall quickly fills with entertainers, and he is mysteriously gone. The two girls who were once sitting with Adam now gone as well, and Adam in his vengeful rage goes to look for the jester, but another girl grabs him right before rushing into the crowd. Brother, don't make a fool of yourself even more for one night. You must speak with father in the morning. Now go to your chambers and sleep that stench of wine away.
I hate you. I hate you so much. What the frick? What?
No one knows what I write. I just drop it on them.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
That, beautiful, by the way.
Yes. By I hate you, I mean I love you.
Yeah.
You know that Chris Pratt shocking like gasp gift that he looks at the camera?
That was
Chris.
That was me and Chris.
Yeah, that was them
He
looking at each other.
We're related?
Well,
But wait,
So who calls who daddy?
it's like cousin or uncle or
yeah, I didn't want to figure it out. I just wrote the good
Brother,
content.
cousin, uncle.
bro cousin.
All right, let's go down another story lane. The night is cold and you can hear the window blowing and whistling heavily in a small village just outside of Masterpin. Everyone is in their cottages trying to keep warm and hope that nothing is heavily damaged the next day. Most of the windows have been boarded to the best of their abilities. The whistling wind and snow harshly rips through the village. Inside the cabin, a mother, a father, and 2 little boys. The mother walks up to the children. Shh, boys, everything will be all right. Try and get some sleep. I'm sure this will blow over by morning. The boys tell their mother, okay. Pull the covers over their heads and pretend to go to sleep, even though they are too frightened. The father starts to speak with the mother quietly, and the children can only make out some of it. My love, I need to go out into the storm and check on the others. We haven't seen a storm like this before. It's almost as if the gods are punishing us. The mother with a concerned look on her face. You need to look out for us first, Tanner. Why do you always look for an opportunity to leave? The husband responds, I will be back soon, I promise. Looking out for this village is looking out for you. If the supplies are ruined and the homes are destroyed, then it will take months to restore everything we've worked for. He begins to talk again, but before another word comes out of his mouth, you hear a huge tree collapse. I need to go. Tanner rushes out into the night and shuts the door. The 2 boys, hearing the noise, get out of bed. Mother, what was that? Where did father go? Zediac and Igmar, what are you doing awake? Your father will be home soon. For a little bit of time, you can hear some of the other men yelling and running about the village, trying to help out the families affected by the collapsing tree. Then they go silent. Zediac's mother hushes the boys. Something isn't right. You need to hide. The silence in the village starts to scream in terror. This panic magnified by the presence of this screaming storm. She peeks through the cracks in the wall, seeing other homes ablaze. The boys both tucked away under the bed. She looks back at the boys, and with a nervous grin of a smile, whispers, Shh, it will be okay. The mother walks to the table and goes to snuff out the candle. As the room goes dark, you hear a stuttering reply. Tanner? Is that you, my love? The person at the door doesn't reply with words, but with an evil growling snarl. You hear the slashing down of a sword. The body of your mother screams out but barely gets any words as the blood starts to suffocate her from the inside and she collapses to the floor. Zediac's brother, Ingmar, says to Zediac, Run while I distract the intruder. You see your brother crawl out from the bed screaming, Ah! Zediac, go! In your panic, you scurry out from under the bed and run outside to a village of massacred friends and family that you grew up with. The wind and the snow blowing you back, hitting you in your face. You can barely see. You put your hand out to block an attempt to help your vision as you hastily run to the edge of the woods. You get past 2 cabins to the one that the tree collapsed on, and you see your father lifeless, a sword stuck through his chest. His cold eyes looking into the woods lifeless. In this moment, you've been overcome with fear. Tears start to overtake you and you embrace your father's body, begging the gods for mercy. It's too late, though. Behind you, you hear the same snarling growl that you heard. Take your mother. You turn around to see this undead pale white creature covered in skull armor standing above your body. He goes to strike you and you barely pull away, burning your face with his blade. You cover your head, trying to hide from the situation as if pulling over the covers would make the monsters go away. You lay there next to your father's body for some time, and you hear the sword come out and down again. This time, though, you don't feel any pain. You carefully peek out through your bloody fingers and you see an outreached hand and a tall plated soldier standing over the body of the slain undead. Quick, boy, we must go. Zediac, without any hesitation, grabs the soldier's hand and he throws you over his shoulders. You try to gasp for words. Igmar! Igmar! The soldier responds, Quiet, boy, we must make way unseen and unheard. He continues to talk to you and whisper, but you only make out little pieces. And the last words you remember him saying before you pass out are, Safety first, child. You may call me Odebrand. You are safe now. And now, we are in the tomb of a cathedral. Mummies slain. Will-o-wisps dim. And the room is dark. How's everyone feeling?
Yeah.
I cast light.
After that bedtime story?
And Adam casts false life.
See, my short sword is glowing like a torch.
Stella, she's standing there. Little kittens around her, and soon slowly begin one by one fading away as the spell has ended. And she takes a step back. Behind anyone who is behind her, and grabs her staff, readies it for whatever happens next.
Adam would like to go over to where the hag dropped the amulet and try to recover any like shards of it that are remained. Just like put them in like a pouch that he has.
Mm-hmm. So you go to grab some of the shards and you gather most of it. But as I said when we ended last week's episode, you started to hear the crumbling and breaking of stone. When you guys walked into this room, you perceived that there were stone-like winged beasts with horns sitting atop of these pillars. You look up into the sky, and you see that they start to break free. Roll for initiative.
Adam got a 17.
Okay.
17 for Cree as well.
All right, who has a better bonus?
It's the Shadecrest blood.
2.
2.
Oh my gosh.
Can we do
Roll
some-
off.
Roll off.
Roll off.
Roll off. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
8.
14.
Yeah. I would have laughed if it was both 8s again.
So, Cree,
A little wiser.
and then Adam. Johnny, what'd you roll?
10.
Zediac.
7.
7.
What did Fluffy roll?
Fluffy rolled a 19.
Wow. Estella.
It's a nice 2.
All right. Now let's
Oh.
roll up.
And
these-
then the Ravens
yes.
got a nat 20.
I think they have a plus also.
What?
I think they have a plus to the dex.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's yeah, I'm pretty sure you.
I think it's like 2 or 3.
Forgot the Ravens were still up.
So
Also, how long has it been since the Will-O-Wisp died?
couple minutes.
Couple minutes? Okay.
The mummies died,
At least
and you
10
started to hear the crumbling. And then you walked up, scraped up what you could from the necklace, and now you realize that it's a hostile situation.
It's been at least 10 minutes because the Guardians were up for only 10 minutes.
Gotcha.
So you guys did way better than these.
Yes, us guys did, and then
And the Ravens.
and the Ravens. Oh,
Fluffy and the Ravens, man.
Yeah, no.
That's like an indie band.
Hey!
Actually, yeah.
Now I know our group name.
Fluffy and the Ravens.
Yeah.
And the lead singer is Long Journey.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's in rehab right now.
It's a roadie.
Yeah.
Turns out the characters here are actually just a part of the subplot.
So,
Yeah.
we don't
Animal
matter.
companions.
There was a joke that a Long Journey was the real final boss.
And I took it out already.
And he's not.
They say joke.
But what if he was?
Well, top of the order. Do you want to place Fluffy on the map and Ravens on the map so we have peg reference?
Yeah. Do you have a marker?
That works perfect. What did I do with mine?
I have the doppelganger mini.
Doppelganger. Here.
Any dice will do.
Dear pulpit.
Do you have them? I believe they're near the 3 pillar.
Yeah.
I'll lean over.
All right. Top of the order. Round 1. The Ravens.
Hey. Since I'm controlling them, do I know the gargoyles? Do they look hostile and everything?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's gonna have the ravens fly up to 3, which is a 50-foot flight. So are the towers 50 feet or under?
Yeah. I'm going to say they can make it.
Okay, cool. And then they're gonna go swarm that and attack it.
Okay. Yeah, these pillars are more like probably like 40-foot decorative pillars, and then the two ones off to the left and right go to the ceiling, and the ceiling's about 80 feet.
Sounds good.
That's 13 to hit,
It misses.
but they are in its square, so like flying all around him and everything.
Perfect. With 3. You said number 3.
Yeah,
Gargoyle
number 3. Yeah.
All right, put the die. Yeah. There
Right
we go.
on top.
Perfect. All right, Fluffy.
Fluffy's going to fly over to the pillar next to him and go after gargoyle number 1.
I feel like Fluffy should be cast as Gabriel Iglesias.
Yeah.
It's me, Jaffa.
And Fluffy is going to attempt to make a sting attack against gargoyle number 1.
Okay.
Does a 13 hit.
Misses.
Fluffy's going to try and fly far away.
All right.
So that's probably what? Another 10 feet of flight.
Yep, and a attack of opportunity.
Ooh.
That did not look good.
7.
That's
okay.
a negative, sir.
Dude, it was a 17 and it rocked back. And Isaiah was like, that didn't look good.
I thought it was like a natural 20. I was like, Fluffy's dead already.
1 hit, quit. All right, but now it's number 4's. So number 4 is going to fly down and attack Estella. And I think that a 10 misses.
It does miss.
All right. And that will complete its turn. Cree of the Redmire Bay.
Surprised by the gargoyles descending from the top of the room, Kree's going to try and use bonus action to hide to get a good shot at them.
Okay.
Want me to roll for that?
Stealth? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
do stealth. Ooh, I'm so stealthy. Oh wait. Seven.
So tie goes to the runner. I also rolled a 7.
Oh, beautiful. Hiding. He's hiding somewhere. I can't.
Yeah,
reach
are you
my
going to wrap
piece on
around
the
one of the
side.
pillars? Or
Yeah,
is that
he's
what
going to
you-
wrap around the pillar number 1.
Okay.
With that vantage point, looks to the gargoyle, not directly above him, but to the right of him. Pulls out his crossbow, lines up a shot. We've got 13 to hit.
Miss.
That's the number of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
13, 13, 13.
Dang it!
All right. Does that complete your turn, Cree?
Yeah, Kree curses under his breath, but maintains his position.
All right, it's your cousin's turn. Adam.
Unbeknownst to Adam being Kree's cousin, Adam
Unbeknownst to Kree.
I don't know if you
Yeah, you guys
I
talked
don't.
about that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Adam definitely didn't know, especially since
There's a
Kree's like a
fat
bastard
gap.
child.
Yeah, there's a fat gap.
Excuse me.
I mean, that's what you are, basically.
Oh.
All right, little lord.
Adam's gonna move towards the altar that the hag was at, and then gonna cast Eldritch Blast. And he's gonna aim both of them because he's level 5 now, so I get 2.
Okay.
At probably the one that the ravens are. Could he hit the ones with the ravens?
Both of them? You're going to shoot both of them at that one.
Yeah.
Okay, you can do that. And that is number 3.
Yeah, and it's
Okay.
120 range.
Yep.
You can hit them if if a critical fails. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one probably misses with a 12. The other one probably hits with a 20.
Yes, 20 hits, the 12 misses.
D10. 6 damage of force to the number 3 gargoyle.
Okay.
And then I don't think I have a bonus action. Yeah, nope, I'm good.
Okay.
Though I will say, with all these fun backstories, there is now a whole new layer of flavor for how much Kree dislikes Adam.
What do you mean he dislikes
In
him?
metagaming
What?
terms, yes.
What?
And non-metagaming terms, you don't know anything about him.
Exactly.
That's what
All right, it's number 3's turn, and he's going to try to get the ravens off of him. 2 misses.
Misses.
He is flustered, and he's going to go to fly away, which is an attack of opportunity for the ravens.
Does the gargoyle take the bonus action to pucker up?
That misses too.
And he flies to the other pillar. Okay, it is Johnny's turn.
I think it would be fortuitous of us to go away fast. And then Johnny will move towards the exit, trying to stay right next to gargoyle number 4, which he is conveniently located next to. Get behind gargoyle number 4, and then cast Firebolt
At number 4.
at number 4.
And is this wild magic?
No, because Firebolt is a cantrip.
Ooh, okay. Not as exciting.
We don't need more exciting right now.
We need another unicorn in our life. Charlie.
I'm assuming a 10 does not hit.
Misses.
That'll be good for me.
All right. It is gargoyle number 2. He is going to fly down and attempt to attack Zediac. A 10 does not hit Zediac.
No, it does not.
And guess whose turn it is? Zediac.
I am going to extend my hand out towards the gargoyle and cast Chill Touch, which is technically a ranged attack, ranged spell attack, so it's a disadvantage. Okay. Does 20 hit?
Yes.
Alrighty. It will take 9 necrotic damage, and it has disadvantage on attacks against me for the next turn.
9, you said?
Mm-hmm.
9. Okay.
9.
No episode. That was a long time ago.
Oh, wait. Gargoyles are not undead, I don't believe.
They are not undead.
Okay.
Not until we kill him.
Nope, they're not undead. So it doesn't have disadvantage on me. It just can't regain hit points.
Okay. Does that complete your turn?
Well, it's only an action to cast Chill Touch, so I could hit it with my bonus action. I'm gonna take a swipe at it with my short sword.
Okay.
Does 11 hit?
No.
No.
Nope.
Then I miss.
Estella.
Off to a great start. Johnny, I really appreciate the help, but if you could get this thing off of me, I would very much appreciate it. And she's going to cast Sacred Flame on it. And he has to make a dexterity saving throw.
What number one? Number 4?
Yeah, the one. Yeah, number 1. 4.
11 with no dex mod, so 11 straight up.
It hits
Okay.
for a D8. Takes 4.
2d8.
Does
There's
it?
level 5.
Yep, level 5. 2d8.
Says 1d8.
If
At
you
level
choose to cast that at level 5,
Oh, I thought I had. Okay,
but
never
it's an
mind.
additional
Okay.
spell slot.
No,
No, it's a
Sacred
cantrip.
Flame is
The
a
spell's
cantrip.
damage increases
Oh, okay.
once you reach level 5. Thank you.
Oh.
So that's 4 plus 5. That's 9 radiant damage. Thank you.
We got you.
And then she's just gonna stand there looking at it. Does it look still healthy?
Yeah. Strong as a brick wall.
Damn it.
He's a brick.
All right.
House.
Bottom of the order. Gargoyle number 1 is going to join the mix. He's going to fly down and try to attack Johnny.
Uh-oh.
And misses with an 8. Low rollers tonight. All right.
That's fine.
Top of round 2, the Ravens.
Sweeties, could you help Mama out and attack number 3, please? And they're gonna fly to number 3.
Can
Try
you
to
hear
get
her
away.
say that?
I mean, Johnny definitely did. And misses, but they're in its square.
All right. Fluffy.
Johnny's gonna, hearing what Estella said, Fluffy, Daddy, I guess, needs help. Please. And we're gonna have Fluffy swoop down onto Gargoyle number 1 and make another sting attack.
Okay.
17.
Hits.
Hey,
Ooh,
we finally got another hit.
So, we get a bonus action here is the Gargoyle gets to make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw or be poisoned.
Unless if it's immune to poison already.
That would be bad.
It rolls a natural 1, but you see no effects happen.
Hey, it's immune.
So I
You
do
do-
have the additional effect. If the target fails its saving throw by 5 or more,
Oh, I
it
did.
falls unconscious.
There you go. It is not immune to being
Versus-
All
unconscious.
right.
What was the damage type? Or effect?
The damage along with that will be 6 damage and unconscious.
And I'm gonna play it like this: 12 damage because he rolled a critical fail, and you hit him unconscious for 12 damage to Gargoyle number 1.
Yay!
Was Gargoyle number 1
Oh,
in
good
the
boy,
air?
good boy.
He flew down to the ground, and then Fluffy flew down and bombed on him.
Gotcha.
Yep. I know what you're thinking, Adam. And it's
Yeah.
messed up. But it's number 4's turn, and number 4 down in the mix. He's not sleeping. He's mad that his cousin fell asleep, and he's going to avenge him for taking a nap. He's going to attack Estella again,
It's weird that he's mad that the lover's taking a nap.
and he rolled another 7.
Hey, it's a miss.
It's a miss. He's just not feeling it. He's going to fly up to the pillar and receive a good old attack of opportunity from Johnny and Estella, it looks like.
Hey.
Time to pull out the mace I've been carrying around for weeks.
You have one of those?
I do.
I too have a mace.
I do carry
But I
Gargoyle
miss.
mace.
That is also a miss.
What'd you
You're
roll?
doing
miss
a
too.
macing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What'd you roll?
A 3. Plus
I got 2 plus
8
4.
total.
Yeah, yeah. Brutal. So he successfully makes it to the pillar. And it is now Kree's turn.
Alrighty. Frustrated at missing the gargoyle, he goes for a bonus action to quickly reload so he can get another chance at nicking down this gargoyle. Number 3, 4. Woohoo! Does 18 hit?
It hits.
I'll take it.
Sneak attack.
Sneak attack, 3d8s, here I come.
Cheese and rice.
No. What was the first roll?
The first one was a 6.
For 3 damage.
Remind us to give you multiple dice next time.
11.
11 damage.
Boom.
So you notice that it hits it, but it didn't. You got him pretty good, like under the arm, but it didn't do as much as you were hoping it
Just
would
kind
do.
of plinked off.
It is piercing damage.
Yep.
Damn it.
Gargoyles are still.
You shot number 4. It was number 4. You said.
Number 3. Or is that number 4? That is a number 4.
Number 4 right next to
Christopher has
Johnny?
bad
Yeah, I
vision.
was like number 3. You could shoot at too, but
Number
Christopher, like Cree.
Okay.
Yes.
all right. Does that complete your turn, Kree, or are you gonna do any funny business?
You got it, guys. Kree will remain stealthily hidden behind the second pillar.
Sounds good. Adam.
Adam,
That's...
is that number 1 next to Zediac?
Yes.
No, it's
No,
number
it's
2.
number 2.
That's number 2.
That's what
okay.
I meant.
Okay. And that's within 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
5, 10.
He's gonna cast
20 feet away.
Did Zediac hit it? Yeah. Okay. Adam's gonna cast Toll the Dead on number 2, and so it's a saving throw of 15. I think it's a
Wisdom saving throw.
is it wisdom saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
Wisdom saving throw.
14.
So it takes 2d12 necrotic damage.
It looks like this gargoyle didn't have a fast pass, and he's paying the toll.
A double 11s for 22 necrotic damage.
Jeez. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toll the Dead's a good cantrip.
It's spicy.
Nice. That did
And-
some
And
serious.
then Adam is
Yeah,
gonna.
whoop-ass.
Actually, you know what? Adam is gonna go rush in and try to bog down number 2's movement. So he's gonna go around to the opposite side of number 2.
Sounds good. Left side of Zediac.
Yep.
All right. Number 3's turn is going to try to get these pesky birds off of him. 14 hit.
Yeah. Yes.
We actually get to see what the gargoyles do finally. It's the first time they've hit something. And they have multi-attack. I can appreciate this.
Ooh, wait, they had a multi-attack?
Yeah.
They could have attacked multiple times before.
Don't remind him.
Adam, I hate you.
I'm
All
just
right.
trying to be fair.
I need to read the stat blocks more on the monsters. It's both for my benefit and your benefit.
Gentle
Just
reminder,
needs to
we are
live
not
longer.
professionals.
We're not professionals, and it makes it more exciting if you're spontaneous on the table. Anyways. All right, let's find the D6s. All right. 14 damage to the ravens.
All right. So
They're mad.
they're
Are they crying?
half of them are gone.
You're like, oh, they realize they can attack twice. Johnny.
Did you roll twice?
I did. That was both damage. Secrets don't make friends, guys. It's a podcast.
But friends do make podcasts.
That's
And
true.
Secrets.
So now that number 1, which is right next to me and Fluffy, is asleep, how far away is number 4 up the pillar?
He is 40 feet in the air on a pillar.
40 feet in the air. That's unfortunate. How about number 3? How close is he?
He is 40 feet in the air. Same exact distance on a
Oh.
pillar.
I really don't like them being 40 feet up. So we're going to go run over and help out with number 2, because Johnny, now that one's asleep, he sees this maybe going better. So we're going to run up right behind Adam von Shadecrest, whatever.
Von Alistar Carlisle, Shadecrest the 8th.
Alrighty.
And Johnny's going to think for a second and remember that deep within himself, there's a source of power, and he's going to draw from that.
Yeah.
We're going to expend some sorcery points
Yeah.
to get another spell slot. Regain a first level spell slot. We're going to use Tides of Chaos to gain advantage on the attack. And we're going to get into some more wild magic.
Yeah. Unicorn.
Hey, another really funny thing is it looks like you guys are just like jumping that gargoyle.
No, seriously, there's 3 of them.
Just like,
not here.
Is a 19 enough to connect?
oh, that connects.
Let's see some wild magic.
Someone look up some wild magic.
I have it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you have it ready.
Yeah, no. Is Johnny around? I have to have it ready.
And the Skull Crusher comes out. 20.
You cast Grease centered upon yourself.
What's the range of that? Because you have people
It's
within
pretty
5 feet of
large.
you.
I don't think it does damage, but we have like difficult terrain, I think. Off the top of my head.
Is it flammable?
Did you grease Zediac
it is.
and Adam and you and the gargoyle just now?
And maybe even the Stella.
Grease. Slick grease covers the ground in a 10-foot square centered on a point within range, which is myself.
So no, it's barely
Each
out of
creature
range.
standing in it must succeed on a dex saving throw or fall
So
prone.
Estella and Adam are in the grease.
Yeah, it gets all of us.
10 feet, so with the gargoyle.
The gargoyle doesn't. It's 15 feet away. And Estella is
No.
15 feet away.
Yeah, right there.
10-foot square centered on us.
Okay.
So the 3 of us are in it.
10 foot.
So it's
Radius,
40
I'm
feet
assuming?
total.
A 10-foot square.
Okay,
Yeah.
well then it's just,
So I believe
Two
that's just us
squares.
3.
yeah.
Yeah, it's you and then a square extra. Yep. So it's just difficult terrain, I think, right?
We all must succeed on dexterity saving throws
To leave it
to not fall prone
right now.
right
Yeah.
now.
Exciting. Let's find out what happens.
17. 17.
20.
All right. You guys are all skaters.
13? I don't know what the check is.
It's
It
your own
doesn't tell me.
DC.
It's your DC.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
your
your
DC.
DCC. You're rolling against yourself.
So do you hit with the other spell though?
13 is my spell save
No.
DC.
Okay.
All right. So let's connect some witch bolt damage.
I don't know how wild
Yeah.
magic works. Do you...
He
Does,
still
does,
hit with
does
his
the
main
spell
attack.
still go off?
Yeah, I think so because
But
it's
it's
that
just-
and
it's
it's
just got like an additive
It's
effect.
just
extra
kind
thing.
of like inked
Wow.
all over the
Yeah.
place.
I've never seen you do that before.
guys made me eat.
Exactly.
That's cocked. That's worse. So that'll be 4 lightning damage.
I'm glad we're all honest at the table. All right. Number 2 takes 4 lightning damage.
The stone
Alrighty.
can take-
For the record, this lightning is the same color blue as Johnny
All right.
because I'm still blue.
So number 2 is going to attack Adam.
Why would he do that?
A 7 again.
That'll be easily deflected with Adam's buckler.
And it's not just this one dice. I've been rolling all 4 of my d20s, and they're all rolling 7s. This is not cool.
It's because he's rotated them that they can't get
I
the
said I
odds.
was going to kill everyone today, and it's not happening. Anyways. It's going to be Zodiac's turn now.
Yeah. I think I'll just try and hit twice with my weapon. So I'll cast Green Flame Blade and attack with the whip. Does a 22 hit?
Yes.
Does. Okay. So it'll take D6, D4, and a D8 fire damage. So it takes 3 psychic damage because my blood right is still up on the whip. will take 6 slashing damage, 7 slashing damage from the whip, and then 5 fire damage.
7, 5, and then what was the sidekick?
3 damage.
15 total. Alright.
And then the short sword does 12 hit.
12 misses.
12 misses. All right. And that'll be it for Zediac.
Alright. Next up is Estella.
She's gonna see that, look at number 1 and go, "Don't you dare touch Fluffy," and cast Sacred Flame again.
Okay.
Roll DC.
Number 1 is asleep.
Oh,
So it will automatically fail the dex save.
Yeah.
but it'll wake up then.
Yes.
In that case, I thought, for some reason, my eyes are not the best, and I'm gonna go with number 4 and do Sacred Flame.
Same thing.
Yes.
Alright.
So it needs a dexterity save throw.
11.
It fails. So, going to do 2d8.
Pretty sure.
5 radiant damage.
Alright.
And then she's about to take a step back behind her and then look at the grease and go, "Ew." So it doesn't actually take a step back.
Okay. Does that complete your turn?
That does.
Alright, and then can number 1 roll a save to wake up, or is it...
I think until it hits, it gets hit.
Okay. So, gonna be...
It's unconscious for 1 hour or until it takes damage or another creature uses an action to shake it awake.
But would the gargoyles know that? That's the question.
True. Top of round 3, the Ravens.
Come on, try to hit it at least once before you guys are gone. They don't hit it.
Okay.
But they're still in space. Flying in space.
Fluffy.
Fluffy is going to go after number 3 and help his new raven friends.
Okay.
And we're going to go for a sting attack because it worked before.
Okay.
That'll be 18 to hit.
Hits.
Roll a save.
DC 11 Constitution save.
Fail.
Is it by 5 or more?
Actually, 9. So 9.
So poisoned and takes 4 damage.
So it's not poisoned. Takes 4 damage.
Sad day. Not poisoned for 1 hour.
Have you ever tried to poison a rock before?
Continuously.
Nobody casts
I'm pretty
lightning
sure
on it
that-
pretty well.
I'm pretty sure Arby's has tried to poison the rock before.
Low-key, though, if Arby's want to sponsor us, we'll keep mentioning you.
Yeah. Number 4 is going to fly down to Estella.
Bring it on!
And since we're being honest, he's going to multi-attack.
Oh, now you multi-attack.
I think 2 6s miss.
They do.
Swing, swing, and a miss. He's not going to do anything else. So it is Cree of the Red Mire Bay.
Alrighty.
Cree.
Seeing
Let's
the
do it.
gargoyle. So funny. Seeing the gargoyle swoop down on Stella, Cree repositions himself to the pillar in the far right hand side of the room. Bonus action reloads.
If it's cocked, roll it.
Yeah. 16 to hit.
Yep.
Okay.
I love the sound effect.
Who's got some D8s?
I do.
I just pulled all of mine out.
Because I only got one. Poor little Creole's got one D8.
Johnny's not planning anything by pulling out all his D8s.
With a, if I can do math, 11 damage.
Matt's hard
Piercing.
for a banker.
All right. Same thing. Not as much as you hoped for. 4? That's what you said?
Yep, and with that, he'll remain positioned to the side of the pillar to keep a good vantage point. At this point, Creed can see all the gargoyles except for the ones that the main party is battling over in the grease.
Sounds good.
Filthy animals.
I don't think. Can you see?
Is there any other checks I have to do for the grease?
Adam's turn. That's why he's asking.
Yep.
Grease.
Is it probably just removing?
A creature that enters the area or ends its turn. So if you end your turn in any of the squares around me.
Okay. In that case, Adam's gonna pivot to his left forward-ish to go to like the corner of the pillar. Right there, perfect. And
Does John Travolta sing to him when he leaves the grease?
Of course.
Okay.
It's Grease Lightning.
And then Adam's gonna whip out his rapier and go for 2 slashes with it. And it is magical,
Magical.
if that changes anything.
It does.
Changes its clothes.
Everything. Changes.
Ooh!
Natural 20 and a natural 16. So the natural 16 goes out to like 24.
Back-to-back hits. Bing, bang, boom.
He's gonna be a lot of damage.
1 crit.
Yeah, 1 crit.
So let's get the crit out of the way.
Okay.
Roll the damage. Give me the double. And then we'll roll the regular hit.
9 plus 5, 14 for the crit.
So 28.
So
No,
that was
no,
with
no.
both dice. Sorry,
He rolled 2
I rolled
dice.
both dice.
I know, but I said
He
double.
rolled 2 dice. So
Oh.
that's
Oh.
It was a 4 and a 5. It was pretty.
He would roll 1 for normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you roll your normal attack and you double the damage. So
That's
it's
what
10.
He rolled 2 dice for double the damage.
That doesn't make sense with how I do
And
crits.
so that's just what instead of what he did. Instead of rolling 1, he rolled 2 instead.
Okay.
And it was a 4 and a 5. So it wouldn't be too much of a damage change.
Yeah.
It's up to
Okay.
you.
Well, let's just do the 10 instead of the 9 because that makes it easier on me.
So that if it was the 5 doubled, then it would be
10.
10, and then it'd be 15 total with my...
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And for the regular hit, it would be an 8 plus 5,
13.
what he said.
All right. 28 damage to number 2.
Yep, number 2 again.
You kill Gargoyle number 2.
Can I have my rapier just go through like one ear and out the other?
Perfect.
And just have the head slowly just shatter and crumble into a million pieces.
There's some ear
You
loss.
look like you need hearing aids. Awesome.
It's a weird ear piercing.
Number 3 goes to get these ravens out of here. Tired.
Interesting, he's tired. Foreshadowing.
Natural 20.
Alright, well, they're
And a
probably
3. That misses, obviously.
dead. They could still be alive.
All
He
ones.
goes to bite at the bodies.
Just imagine magically bites all of them in one bite.
8 points of bite damage.
Total?
Yep.
They're still up.
There are like 2 left.
It was a lackluster.
One raven left, just kind
Yeah.
of pecking at it.
Johnny, party time.
Johnny is going to go walk in between number 4 and number 3, standing between the 2 pillars, and he's going to summon the last spell slot he has, which is a 3rd level spell slot, and we're going to cast Sleep. And it's going to be time for wild magic again, because I don't have self-control.
Johnny is a free-spirited dragon.
Who's almost out of magic, and so he's giving it all he's got.
I like it. Johnny ain't a quitter.
That's a really high number, but also, Sleep is not an attack roll, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
So Tides of Chaos doesn't actually give me any advantage because I'm not rolling anything except for how many hit points worth of Gargoyle to affect.
Yeah, and what number, Gargoyle?
So we're rolling 9d8
All right, and you're casting on one.
I'm
4.
casting it on whoever it'll affect within a 90-foot range of my new position.
All of them. So one's already asleep, right? Or what?
One is already unconscious.
Is it 4 or 1? No, it's 1 that's asleep.
1.
So this
Yes.
affects 4 and 3.
Yes. So starting with the lowest number of hit points, the total of my roll will be... It'll count down from there, essentially. 15, 18, 24, 32. 36, 43, 44, 50. So the total will be 50 hit points worth of anything below 50 hit points.
Being sleepy time.
So
So starting with 50, whichever one of them has lower health, subtract that health from 50, and if there's enough to get to the second one as well.
So number 4 falls asleep, but number 3 does not. So 1 and 4 are sleeping next to each other, cuddling.
Are they spooning?
Well, magic.
And is it this time?
No, because I did not actually have to use Tides of Chaos to give myself advantage.
Okay. Bummer.
However, I will pull out my lute and softly strum, Mr. Sandman,
Yes.
kill these gargoyles.
All right.
Bum, 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 bum.
It is now Zediac's turn.
Though I will add, it does say it's up to the DM whether or not he wants it on any roll
For what?
for wild magic.
Zediac's turn.
Thank you. I would like to move up adjacent to Johnny, best I can.
You have to roll a deck save out, or does the grease follow you?
At the end.
No, grease is done.
Oh, okay.
All right, so
Your whip hit 40 feet in the air.
Good job, Johnny.
the whip won't, but I've got
am
stuff that will. Does anybody need healing?
I surprisingly don't.
They've missed us a lot, thankfully.
Okay.
The Ravens,
I
maybe.
wanted to double check
Yeah.
because
They
I
can't. They can't.
still have a couple spell slots left for healing. All right. Well, if that's the case, then I'm going to cast Toll the Dead on Gargoyle number 3. It is a Wisdom saving throw. DC 16.
8 fail.
Right, takes 2d12. Is 7 necrotic damage.
Okay. All right.
And that'll be it for Zediac.
Estella.
It's gonna move a little bit towards one of the pillars diagonal from her to get in line of sight for number 3 and cast Sacred Flame on that. Dexterity save for them.
Six fails.
It does. Eight radiant damage, so she's gonna send it up and have the 2 ravens that are left like open just a little bit and then close as soon as it makes contact with the gargoyle.
Okay. Dope. Does that complete your turn?
That completes Estella's turn.
Round 4. Ravens.
That's a dirty 20.
That dirty 20 hits that dirty gargoyle.
Is it a very dusty gargoyle?
For 5. Piercing damage.
Okay. It does not do much to the gargoyle.
But it's something.
Yes. All right, Fluffy. Fluffy time.
Hey there, Fluffy. I think you've done enough. Come on down. Just call Fluffy back down. Let him perch on my shoulder.
As he flies away, the gargoyle goes to swing at him. Does an 11 hit?
No,
He
Hey.
gets
What's the
away.
AC?
that's a great question. DM doesn't need to know that right now.
If I'm missing, I'm missing. So he flies down to you.
Yes.
Okay. It is Kree's turn.
Alrighty.
None of your party, by the way, is in the way because he's on a pillar 40 feet up in the air, so you could shoot over.
Perfect.
But if you wanted to roll a 1 and hit Johnny, that'd be interesting.
The ravens
kill
will
him.
probably
Range
actually be
this.
hit.
Yeah.
This
Kill your
can
long
be
lost
arranged.
cousin.
Please don't kill Fluffy. We just got him.
We just got him.
He's wonderful.
As Kree also is taking his bonus action as usual to reload his crossbow, he sees everyone hacking at these gargoyles, and he thinks back, "Oh crap! Left my freaking short sword back in the barrel room." He knows that he's already thinking ahead, kind of losing thought of this battle, and it's like, "Oh well, time to get a new rapier." Does a 16 hit?
Yes, it does.
Alrighty. D8s. We go a flurry.
3 damage.
Long journey.
We have
saved.
With that, he takes a shot at the gargoyle for, if Christopher can do math, even though he does banking for a living,
I'm saying
18 damage.
18. All right. Does that end your turn?
He holds on to his position, seeing as it's, again, good vantage point of most of the action.
All right. And it is the gargoyle's turn. And he is going to... Yes.
Isn't Adam right after Kree?
Yes.
Oh, embarrassing.
Adam is going to march on over to unconscious gargoyle number...
He's mad. His friends
4.
are down and he's getting bored. I want to play. All right.
Adam's going to get ready by dismissing his rapier, dropping his buckler, and then you're going to see a shadowy great axe appear in his hands. That's his action. And with his bonus action, he's going to say, "This is not going to end well for you." That's his turn. But he's saying that in primordial.
Nice.
Bless you.
It is now gargoyle number 3's turn. He didn't like what you said to him. I'm just kidding. Gargoyle 3 is going to fly down and attack Estella.
Does 3 hit for the ravens?
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. Don't lie to me.
Don't lie. It did.
2 piercing.
Really?
Yeah. It only does a d6.
You said, does a 3 hit?
No. I said, does a 16 hit?
Oh, yeah.
3.
Oh, I
Yeah.
rolled a 13, I swear.
No.
Yeah.
We all heard 3.
I was like, 3
Even
does
the
not...
I
listeners-
rolled a
Check it in
13.
Even the listeners will
I
hear
rolled a
3.
13, I swear.
Okay.
Plus 3. Or plus 4.
You pecked his toe. And this gargoyle misses twice. And it is now Johnny's turn. What pathetic monsters these are. They should have stayed statues. That's all I gotta
They would
say.
have lived longer.
Johnny's just gonna kind of flex his shoulders and adjust so that Fluffy can stand out on his arm. He's gonna point his palm out over towards the gargoyle and just look at this and fire firebolt through the palm of his hand. He's trying to teach his new pet how to breathe fire. All dragons breathe fire, obviously.
I like it.
But you didn't breathe fire, you just shot at it.
Semantics.
Details.
That'll be a 19 to hit.
Wow. All right. High roller. That's a miss. Just kidding.
You said 3, right?
Yeah.
3?
I swear,
I heard 3.
13.
Everyone heard 3. No, that's fine.
We're not saying we doubt you.
But we are doubting you.
We just really don't believe you.
Wow, you guys could heal yourselves when you're dying.
That's why we have Zediac.
Crazy's the only one that's not
0 on a
saying
D10
Zodiac, or
is
the
10,
only one's not
right?
saying anything,
Yep.
so.
Cool. That'll be
Zediac doesn't
18
want
fire
you to heal
damage.
him, remember?
18
That's true.
fire
Only if he's
damage to
Gargoyle
number
number 3.
3. And
If I'm going to teach Fluffy how to breathe fire, I'm going to teach him right.
this fire hits the back of this gargoyle, shattering the rocks of the gargoyle, just kind of blasting and crumbling in front of Estella. and like the soot of the fire blows past her. And you have successfully handled the gargoyles, although you have a couple napping. What you want to do with that, that's up to you guys.
Let's leave.
Cree goes, "Way to go, Fluffy!"
Yeah, because it looks like Fluffy did it. That's the strongest poodle I ever saw.
Great job, Fluffy, says Adam.
I see no reason that we should kill these creatures. They're just living here, I think. It's time to go. And Johnny will gracefully walk away.
Estella following quickly behind. As
How long were they going to stay asleep?
an hour.
Doesn't matter. Let's go.
But we should not leave these dangerous creatures beneath the monastery alive.
I'm out. I'm gone.
Can we barricade the door?
I mean, there's a magical lock.
If they weren't hurting anyone before, I don't think they're going to hurt anyone
They
now.
probably were hurting people.
We let the
before.
gods know, who are fully prepared of taking care of these situations, and let them deal with it. It is not our job to protect the city.
If we can handle it after all we've been through, I
Besides,
think
we
a
got
few
some
guards.
kids to return.
Exactly.
Fine, but let us first check the altar, and then Adam goes back to the altar and investigates.
Okay.
Yeah, Zediac's going to follow him, do the same thing.
So you walk up to the altar of candles, place people would probably light candles before taking them over to the coffins to pay homage to their families. You see what looks to be a rolled up scroll that has fallen and kind of down at the bottom of the altar itself.
Adam will gingerly pick it up
Okay.
and open up the scroll.
So you go to open up the scroll and you realize that it is a map of a location, but not necessarily a map to the location. But it's a layout of what looks to be a camp.
Okay. Adam will show it to Zediac and I don't know what the word is, but kind of like imply that this is probably the camp that the other children were taken to.
Okay.
Yeah, probably.
And I have a physical map that will make it to the group chat.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
And there's nothing else on this altar.
Not in the altar.
Okay.
Check the
Zediac
coffins.
is going to check the coffins.
Okay. So Zediac goes to the far left corner and checks the left side of the building as Adam goes and does the same on the right side of the building. You gather that it looked like there was some jewelry, like they were all wearing pendants, but they all looked like fractions of different pieces. You guys gather them all and you come back to the center of the room and you gather that they all connect in some way, almost like a best friend necklace. It kind of looks like that, but it's 4 pieces.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
Should we put them together?
I'll do it. I'll take the 2 from
There you go.
Adam
And here you go.
and I'll try and.
Adam's
You might want to step back.
gonna prepare Eldritch Blast just in case something pops out.
Okay. So Zediac starts to assemble.
Before I assemble them, I'm going to use. I'm going to cast protection from good and evil on myself, and then I would like to put them together.
That sounds fair enough. Okay. So you begin to assemble the necklaces, and it starts to emit like a blue magical light, and
This is fine.
it starts to glow, and it starts to get bigger and bigger, and it starts it floats out of your hand. It looks almost like a will-o-wisp, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
And it flies over to the center of the altar, and a circular portal opens up. We'll leave off for this week.